Hello and welcome to the Soulful Valley podcast. If you're a regular listener, thank you for listening and supporting this podcast. If you're new here and don't know me yet, I'm your host, Katie Carey, independent publisher of Books That Matter and an international best-selling author, and of course, the host of this globally ranked podcast. I help metaphysical coaches and healers gain confidence, clarity, raise their visibility and their credibility, giving them the opportunity to shine their light brighter so that the people they are here to serve can find them. I do this by creating opportunities for them to become best-selling authors in my multi-author and solo book projects. I also offer one-to-one mentorship services to help spiritual business owners find and unlock their limiting beliefs. In this podcast, I'll be sharing wisdom from myself, coaches, authors and energy healers that could be just what you need to transform your life today. You can connect with me via the Contact Katie button at my website at www.soulfulvalley.com.
You gotta love yourself with all your heart. If you don't already, it's time to start. 'Cause nothing's gonna work out until you do.
Hello! In our current series, we're thrilled to host some of the amazing contributing authors from our book collaboration, Becoming the Manifesting Diva, Creating Ripples While You Flow, with 13 inspiring stories and a foreword by the renowned Dr. Joe Vitale. Becoming the Manifesting Diva is now a Amazon #1 international best-selling book. So thank you for supporting this book and for helping our authors become bestsellers once again. The book is now available on Amazon around the world, so go and grab your copy. We have some opportunities to collaborate with us too. Evolving on Purpose, the book series. We are also excited to announce our third book in this series, titled Evolving on Purpose, Akashic Journeying to Wealth Consciousness. This is not just a book. It's a spiritual growth journey for both the authors and its readers. If you're an Akashic Records expert, this opportunity is tailor-made for you. And we also have some healing offers. Explore my range of meditations and guided healing sessions designed to help clear your money wounds and blocks. Plus, don't miss out on our Akashic co-creation activation to unlock your creativity. All these offerings are available on my Pensite page, along with our monthly free workshops. Again, you can find this information and the links in our show notes. If you would love a VIP service with a more personalised experience, connect with me through my website for a bespoke offer where I will support you holistically in overcoming challenges in your life and business. Remember, everything is interconnected. Links to applications and more details can be found in the show notes. We have some more exciting news. Soulful Poems Volume 3 will now be launching on the 15th of November, so watch this space because we'll be sharing some of our poetry with you again. And if you would love to be involved in our 4th Soulful Poems book of the series, then contact me through the links in my show notes and we'll put your name down on the waiting list. And finally, if you've already read any of our books on Amazon or you're a listener on this podcast, please also leave us an Amazon review and follow and review this podcast to help us spread our important messages and help more people find solutions and help themselves. And now, let's get back to the episode you came here to listen to. Diane Bovalino is a Usui Holy Fire 3 online world peace, Karuna and Usui Tibetan Reiki master, international best-selling author, intuitive healer, Akashic Records reader and healer, an Ama-Deus practitioner, crystal healer, registered yoga teacher, passion and purpose coach, reflexologist and brain longevity therapist. Diane found her way back to health after being diagnosed with breast cancer. And now a 17-year survivor, Diane says it is her passion and gift to share all the healing modalities she has learned since her diagnosis to change another life, as these healing methods have saved her life. Diane is here as a light worker to assist others on their healing journey back to their authentic self. She holds a master's degree in business management and has invested 19 years in leadership positions. Diane coaches women one-to-one as a passion and purpose coach. She has created a sacred container to work with women who are ready to turn their challenges in life into confidence and clarity, to thrive and be empowered to live the life they deserve. Diane will work with them to find the fire in their life that has been missing. The key is that they will work together to manifest and create the life of their dreams. Diane is the owner of Lotus Soul Healing Arts, LLC, a healing arts centre that is focused on assisting the individual on their personal healing journey. She focuses on working with each client who comes to the centre as their specialised intuitive healer. All of Diane's healing sessions at Lotus Soul Healing Arts are tailored to each client, and all of the modalities she holds can be used in any session. Diane will intuitively channel in on each visit to define what the individual needs based on listening to the feedback given by the client, reading their chakras, bringing balance and healing through Reiki, Akashic readings, Akashic healings, crystals, Ama-Deus healings, yoga, yoga nidra, meditation, spirituality classes and reflexology. Diane offers programs online, in person and even hybrid options. You can sign up for a one-to-one intuitive discovery session with Diane at no charge to identify actions for you to take to live the life you deserve, and or schedule a healing or coaching session with her at one of the links on her website. The link will be in the show notes. Hello and welcome to the Soulful Valley podcast, Diane.
Hi, thank you for having me today. I'm so excited to be here with you, Katie.
It's great to have you back. Diane's been on this show before as an author in Entangled No More, but this time you're an author in Becoming the Manifesting Diva, Diane.
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm excited for our launch on Becoming a Manifesting Diva.
And we were just having a little chat, weren't we, about how different this book is compared to Entangled No More. It was quite a difficult process to go through with that. It was for me. It brought up all of my crap, basically.
Yes, that was not only for me, it was my first time writing my story and sharing a story and becoming an author, and who would have thought it would have been an international best-selling author. And this story is so exciting that I'm sharing, and just gives me butterflies, and just such a different, a positive story. So exciting. I just can't wait for our launch.
And you've evolved quite a lot since the last book launch. So you changed what you're offering to people as well. Can you just let our audience know what it is that you're doing now?
So now I've added on, I am now doing Akashic readings and also Akashic healings. And they have now just seen how much more they heal the client and the individual. They heal the trauma, and how much more they expand. It's been, as a healer, it's just a wonderful experience to see, and it's expanded. It's been such a growing experience also for myself. And how I got into it, though, is actually from Entangled No More. I started working with Katish Haberfield, and by working through healing through her, I just told her the other day, I was saying to her, I knew I wanted to do the Akashic reading someday, but I never thought about the healing piece. I didn't even know about the healing piece. And from working with it through her, I knew I wanted to, expand and go into the healing. And I know you do this work.
Yeah,
and then working through with you too, also. I also did that in coaching with you. So it was the two of you together.
We've been on such a similar journey as well, because I remember when you came into Entangled No More, I loved your chapter because it was the chapter I didn't write.
about my workplace and how I felt in my last workplace. And there were some scenes that you wrote about when you were doing Reiki symbols in your office. And I was like, that's exactly what I was doing. And then we went through and tangled them all together. And I'd gone to Katish to heal my money stuff, really, because I knew, I recognized that no matter what I was doing to help myself with that, it was still being affected in my outer reality. So I went and did these past life regressions with her. And then I had the opportunity to train in the Akashic Records with Joanna Hunter over a year ago now. And I've brought that into the work that I do with all of my clients, because I've seen such transformation for myself and my clients. And have you noticed, I believe, that this really, really helps with the manifesting process too.
Yes. And I know you're starting to write this chapter. I know I used your Akashic record.
The co-creation
yes
session.
I started with that first. And I know when I know I said to you, I was so excited to write the chapter. I'm a little blank right now. And you said to me, don't worry, just here, listen to this. And I did, and it did start to just flow.
And the Akashic Records somehow does plug you into the heart and soul of what you are here to write and to channel. And I know you wanted to speak about channeling
Yes.
your work today as well.
Yes. And it's like you said, the channeling, it really releases, first it releases your stress and anxiety, and it brings you into your soul, which to me, once I connect with my soul, it really then brings me to what I'm meant to do here in the now, and in the now, and into my life's purpose. So I know it brings me to, I really wanted to talk about how what I channeled was really important when I was the manifestation. I don't even believe I knew I was manifesting. I didn't even know any of that until I know starting to work with you in our coaching, and you talking to me about manifestation, and then realizing that that's what I've been doing, because I didn't know that really.
Right at the beginning, I got you to tap into your dream. I got you to tap into your dream life when we went through a few processes at the beginning. And then I saw you on this ride doing the Akashic Records reading. So I was like, yes.
and that's what, for our future readers of our book here, I really hope that that's what everyone sees, how simple manifestation is. Because I think everyone, gets caught up in that word, but it's really just so easy.
They get caught up in when it's not working as well, or it's not working quick enough. But I have noticed that in the Akashic, I've gone into the Akashic Records and asked my spirit team to help me clear something, not just in my energy field, but in the energy field of the situation, the other people involved. The house was the latest one, my house sale. So I asked them to clear anything that was blocking my house sale, and to clear anything that was in the field of the person who would love to buy my house. So I didn't know who this was at this point. And anything beyond that. And then the next morning I told Alan that I'd done that. And I said to him, we're going to get a call today from the estate agent with an offer. And we did.
You did?
We did.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was quite magnificent. And now that I know that I can use it for that.
And now is it sold?
It's sold. I'm just waiting for it to the final. Yeah. And but it was different. It was different to the way I'd been trained to use it. I just followed my intuition.
It just was natural.
So I expanded the journey that I would normally take, because normally I would be working in my field, but then I thought, hang on, what about the field of all the other people involved? All the people who are going to receive some sort of outcome out of me selling the house as well. All the people I'm going to be buying from.
It just
bigger picture. So when I took it to the bigger picture, I found that was magical.
I know, it's just amazing. I know I still can't believe how I manifested the chapter to write in your book here. So I know when you started showing this book out, that you were looking for authors, I said, oh, I'd love to write in that book. And I just wasn't sure, right? I'm like, oh, I'm not sure how this is going to happen. And then when you were offering, but for one of your, I think it was one of your latest.
On the launches, I usually put a competition out for someone to win the chance to write a chapter. So yeah, it was that.
And I always know, right, if you want to be, one thing is, right, so if we want to be in it, right, have a chance to win,
well, you need to
participate.
Yeah, exactly. And not many people do, funnily.
So I'm like, okay, you need to participate. And I'm like, I'm going to participate. And I started participating, checking everything off. And then I remember in one of our coaching sessions, I was listening, and I'm like, oh, I remember what Katie told me. Katie's like, one thing, Diane, part of manifestation is envision seeing myself writing the chapter and seeing you draw my name, out of that bucket. So I would envision myself, and I remember I was on vacation with my fiance, and I'd be laying by the pool, and I'd be envisioning myself writing the chapter, and I envision you pulling my name out of the hat and you announcing me as the winner. And then I remember getting the text from you, and I just couldn't believe it. And it's like that, it's like it works. And I remember you telling me that one of your family members said to you, I can't believe this stuff works. And I thought to myself, I know, and it's kind of working with you. It's like I knew what I was doing worked, but it was another check off. This works.
Yeah, I said something to one of my children recently, because they were obviously quite skeptical about all of this, but they've seen so many really amazing things happen for me over the last few years that, you can't deny it. And the visualization, I did exactly the same thing for this house. So I don't know if you know the story about this, but we decided that we were going to move in together, and we'd been to look at another house, but it wasn't quite big enough. The garden was beautiful and it overlooked the valley, but it wasn't quite big enough, so we didn't get it. And just as we didn't get it, Alan was feeling a little bit down about that. But I saw this house appear on Rightmove. I was like, oh, wow, look at that. And I sent him a message, and he totally ghosted me, didn't look at it, and it disappeared off of Rightmove. So I thought, oh, it's gone. And then when I decided I'm going to sell my house, I'm going to put it up for sale. I'm not going to wait until I get somewhere. I'm just going to put it up for sale. It came back up a few days later. And so I started visualizing every day. Now, I had a new car come in as well, but it wasn't coming until later in the year, but I knew which car. So I started visualizing me in the car, the new car, driving to the driveway of this house and leaving the car and going around to the front door and putting the key in the door. And I visualized that every single day. And then we got this house. And the car came early.
Oh, it did?
I wasn't expecting it for a few more months, and I got a message saying it's ready now, in time to be driving to this house.
I didn't know about the car. I knew about I know in one of our sessions you told me about the house.
But yeah, the car was supposed to be coming later in the year, and then I got a message out of the blue saying it's ready now. So it was ready in time for before we even got the keys for this one. So combining visualization and the Akashic records is magical.
I'll have to start now that I have the Akashic records. I have to
Yeah,
start
you can combine
working the
it.
two together. I have to
Yeah.
start working those two
Yeah.
together.
It's amazing. So Diane, tell us a little bit about your chapter.
So I know right now, I know I talk about creating my dream life, and I can't think right. I know in my title, I talk about my magical dream life. And I talk about some of my manifestation tools. So everybody will be able to learn about the tools. And one item I talk about, which I still, until this day, I talk about manifesting a diamond ring. And I talk about how I did that it was the full moon, and creating my list under the full moon. And one of the items was a diamond ring. I wanted a diamond ring. And then, going out and burning under the full moon. And then the next day I wake up and my mother comes and gives me her diamond ring the next day. So still to this day, can't believe that. And, it was just, beautiful that, she decided at that point in her life, she's like, well, I want you to have this. So I share that story and some other wonderful stories. And in the end, I talk about how I have all these ideas from what's most important, right, is that we're all born, right, with magic in our chakra system, I call it. There are 7 energy wheels. But in order to get to that magic, we got to release our limiting beliefs, because we all deserve a magical life. And I had these thoughts in my head that, my magical life was going to be running a certain kind of business. I thought maybe it was going to be selling clothes and have a special, I thought it was going to be, I'd have a fashion store. But I'm blessed here with a healing business. And I, been running my healing business part-time while I've had a full-time IT job. And I've been waiting to, run my business full-time. And excitingly, I'll be able to do my business full-time soon. I am retiring from my IT job November 30th this year. So I'm really excited about that. So
That's incredible.
So it's been, part of my dream. And now, that dream's coming to fruition.
And there are quite a few other magical manifestations that have occurred, but we'll save that we'll let them read that in the book.
Yes. We don't want to share all of them.
No, we don't want to share all of them. You've got to go and read the book for that, which launches on the 17th of September.
I can't believe it. Right around the corner, because it's been, you've had this.
Oh, I first announced this book over 2 years ago. Wow. It was a long time before the first author that joined, she won her chapter when I launched my solo poetry book. And then it was quiet for quite a long time. So it's been a ride, this one.
Wow. That is a long time. You must be so excited.
I am excited to finally get it out there. And of course, with the addition of Dr. Joe Vitale writing our book forward. So what a manifestation is that?
That is, I still can't believe it. And when I read that, what a beautiful write-up.
And apparently one of our other authors had the thought, wouldn't it be nice if someone famous, like maybe Dr. Joe Vitale, wrote our forward? So the 2 of us together.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Suzanne had that, told me afterwards she had that thought. Well, I had that thought. Maybe I'm telepathic as well. And then I emailed him. I thought, what's the worst he can say? And I emailed him, and he immediately said yes, and promptly wrote it for us. So yeah, it's amazing.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with our listeners today, Diane, before you end this interview?
I just want to tell everyone, one is that everybody has the ability to manifest, and by picking our book up, you're going to learn a bunch of tools, and also you're going to meet a bunch of wonderful ladies with beautiful skills. And also, I'm also offering anybody listening today to connect with me. I know Katie will share my information to connect with me, and I'm offering a 15-minute Akashic reading, and when we meet, obviously complimentary. So I'd
Okay.
love to meet anyone who would like to connect with me.
And I'll put all of the links in the show notes. Where can our listeners find you, Diane?
I'm out. It's www.lotussoulhealingarts.com.
Wonderful.
So yeah.
Thanks for popping in and having a chat with us today.
Thank you for having me. As always, most importantly, it's been fun.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So ask yourself, is this for me? Give yourself some boundaries. Learn to trust your intuition now.
Thanks for listening to the Soulful Valley podcast. I trust that you will have heard something today that you were ready to hear, and that it's made you feel a little lighter, more aligned and connected with your soul's purpose, and you have been reminded of who you really are and the true nature of the power that you hold within you. My aim for this podcast is to bring love, light, wisdom, raise consciousness and ease suffering. If you've enjoyed the show, go back and listen to some of the back catalogue of previous episodes. Subscribe, follow, rate and review so that you're notified when new episodes drop in, and share this podcast with anyone that you think it may help to listen to. You can connect with me at soulfulvalley.com, and if you scroll to the bottom of the website, there are links to my social media platforms.